You have not been on probation in this court. And let me explain why. The reason why I say that is because you have done nothing. What have you done? And then you just disappeared. And we haven't seen you since. So there's no reason for me not to grant the motion. You don't want to do probation. You want to do your own thing. So I'm going to grant the motion to revoke. Prosecutor?
Right here, Judge.
All right. Court is calling 2019 CR 4331W, State of Texas versus Jessica Murillo. Could I have parties announced for the record, please, for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Adrian Pettis for the defendant.
And are you Miss Murillo?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Jessica Murillo who was placed on community supervision in 2019 CR 4331W for the offense of bribery on May 1st, 2019 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, Jessica Murillo, that didn't there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January through December of 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Sure.
State?
Your Honor, you'll go ahead and raise the other.
Any objections?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 5 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting that you continue her with an extension, Your Honor, and I'd like to call her as a witness at the appropriate time.
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Jessica Murillo.
All right, defense?
Jessica, I'm going to ask you some questions. Make sure you answer everything truthfully and directly to the point.
Yes.
You did not report to probation in excess of 2 years, correct? What was going on?
I didn't have transportation.
Okay.
at the time.
When did you discover you didn't have transportation?
Um.
Early on?
Yes, at the beginning of
Okay.
the year.
Where were
All
you
right,
living?
So let me stop you right there. Here's the thing. Court reporter has to take down everything that's being said. You're
Okay.
mumbling. I know she can't hear, or she's straining to hear. I can't hear you because my allergies are acting up today.
Okay,
All
so
right, so you need to keep your voice up so everybody can hear.
yes, Judge.
Yes, talk quite loud to almost to where you think you're shouting.
Yes,
Were you
Judge.
living here in San Antonio?
No,
Where were you living?
in Floresville.
Okay. And does the Via bus go out to Floresville?
No, it doesn't.
And were you reporting in San Antonio, or were you supposed to report in San Antonio?
Yes, sir.
Did you have contact with your probation officer?
No, I didn't.
Were you aware that you could have asked for your probation to be transferred to Floresville?
I wasn't.
You said you never had contact with your probation officer?
I did, I reported 2 times, I believe. It was 2 times, and then I stopped.
And did you know how to reach your probation officer by telephone or email?
I did.
And did you contact him by telephone or email?
I did not.
Did you have anything going on in your life aside from lack of transportation?
I mean, I was not living at home,
Where were you living?
just on the streets.
You were homeless at the time?
Yes.
Okay. Living on the streets of Floresville?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
With all due respect, Jessica, were you on drugs at the time?
At the time I was.
Okay. You're sober now?
I'm sober. I've been sober for 1.5 years.
Very good. You would like the judge to continue you on probation, even if it means you start in the 5 years all over again. Is that right?
That's correct.
You understand, frankly, there's no excuse for not reporting, right?
No excuses. If I get this second chance, no excuses. I will even be outpatient
Do you live in San Antonio now?
I live in Floresville.
You're
But
still
I
in
have a
Florida?
transportation now.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And now you're also aware you could request a transfer to Wilton County, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. How long have you been in jail up to now?
Um, going on a month and on the 26th, so yeah,
Okay. Do you think you've learned your lesson?
yes, I have.
Okay. Um,
I can't do this.
you understand that in the event the judge continues you on probation, you're probably on your last chance. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that, there might be conditions that you have to abide by that frankly aren't a whole lot of fun and might be a pain.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with whatever.
I'll pass the witness.
This is your third motion to revoke, is that correct?
Excuse me?
This is your third motion to revoke your probation. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, no further questions, John.
All right, so you've been here previously before for not reporting. So if you didn't understand the first time to call probation if you're having issues, most definitely when you were here before for failure to report, you would have understood that. You have not been on probation in this court. And let me explain why. The reason why I say that is because you have done nothing. What have you done on probation? What condition have you completed on probation? All right. And then the last time you were here before me, and it was me because this is my writing, I recognize it.
Yes. sir.
It was a violation of condition number 5, which is not reporting. I denied the motion. And the prosecutor, it wasn't this prosecutor.
This
but
is the
another-
breaking point. 3 chances, 0 follow through, and the judge's patience is gone. At some point, it's not about excuses anymore, it's about accountability. Be honest. Was this outcome unavoidable?
Prosecutor, but another prosecutor asked for 0 tolerance. And I told people, I really don't do 0 tolerance. You just need to do what you're being asked to do. But
Yes, Judge.
they said, no, judge, please, 0 tolerance. And I wrote down 0 tolerance. You were to do a UA by 11:30 a.m. on January 12th, 2021. There was to be weekly Zoom reporting until further notice, and they were going to patch you. And then you just disappeared. And we haven't seen you since. So there's no reason for me not to grant the motion. You don't want to do probation. You want to do your own thing. So I'm going to grant the motion to revoke. I'm going to sentence you to the 5 years in prison. I'm going to give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,500 fine, time and money to run concurrent, and I'll order the therapeutic community. The therapeutic community doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but hopefully it will help you with whatever drug issues you may have. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community, but you can ask them and they'll see that I've requested it. And so that will probably be your best bet to help you because you obviously have a major drug problem, but I can't help people who don't want to be helped. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
All right, you have a limited right. Thank you. You have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on probation. You understand? All right, we can go off the record. How many children do you have?
1.
All right. So here's the thing. The last time you use, maybe the last time you use, do not put your child or your family members in a situation where they have to identify the body of somebody who's in a field and they say, well, we think it's your mom. And then you know what will end up happening? They will have to identify your body and say, yes, that's our mom. Don't do that. When you get out of prison, if you can't find a place to help you with your drug problem or to stay on track, if I'm here, you can always come back to here and I will direct you to a place that is free. I will pick up the phone, personally call them so you can get there. You understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you, okay?
5 years, built on missed chances. The hardest part? Change came but too late. So, what matters more, who someone was, or who they're trying to become now? Let me know what you think.